Blood filled his palm. The projectile's tip seemed to mock him, urging him to yell, to scream. Yet though he knew he should be in pain, he wasn't. It was as if he had fallen into a trance with his focal point, the arrow. He felt numb, so numb that he barely heard the voices shouting or noted the black-clad trio dismount. Baltore's world, which just a few seconds before had been consumed by a race down a forest trail, was suddenly void of chaos. There was no mission, no enemy to run from or confront, no yesterday or tomorrow. There was just now. And in the now, nothing mattered except how to deal with this unexpected injury. 1,000 voices spoke to him, and an equal number of questions were tossed his way. Should he pull it out? If he broke it in half, would that make it easier to remove? Would it hurt less just to leave it in? He kept his gaze on his hand until he was grabbed by the shoulder and spun around to face the 3 marauders. Suddenly he again was a part of the real world. He felt an intense pain. Like a wounded child looking for compassion, Baltore held his hand out toward the men. The shortest one grinned, grabbed the shaft at the fletching, and yanked the barbed iron tip back through the wounded hand, retracing its path. Baltore's cries filled the woods, yet no one, except the 3 men who seemed intent on tormenting him, was there to hear. The injured man's tears rolled down his cheeks and fell to the ground. "Where is it?" the short one demanded as he stuffed the bloody arrow into his belt. Baltore feebly shook his head. It wasn't the answer the man wanted. A large fist met the friar's chin, dislodging 3 teeth and knocking him back into a tree. As he spat, Baltore moaned, "I'm a poor priest. I have nothing of value." The words had barely cleared his mouth when the final rays of sunlight caught a flash of metal. A second later, a sword, obviously handled by a master, sliced off his left earlobe, and the trio laughed. Blood dripped from this new injury. "We can take you apart piece by piece," the tallest bandit announced in an almost merry tone. "We can make it easy for the birds to dine on a meal of heavenly delight. You see, we know you're a priest. We don't care. Killing a king, a peasant, or a man of the cloth, it's all the same to us. If you value your life, give us what we want." "But I beg you," Baltore began, his bleeding hand extending forward. "Don't beg, priest," the leader's words cut the air with the same authority as his sword. "We know what you have. You can give it to us and keep what's left of your fleshy body." He allowed Baltore to digest that thought before adding, "Or we can simply take it from you after we kill you. It's up to you. How soon do you want to meet your god?" Baltore glanced back at his dead horse. With that one look, he gave away the only secret he had left. He now had no bargaining chips. No longer was his life worth even a grain of salt. "Grab the bag," the tall man ordered. The whitest of the 3, his black hair creeping out from under a metal helmet, waddled toward the horse and cut the rope binding the bag to the saddle, then tossed the pouch to the band's leader. "Your pope made this far too easy," the tall one said as he glanced into the pouch. "Yes, much too easy for us, but not so easy for you." "Why do you want that?" Baltore demanded, his voice filled with passion. "It's nothing but an old document written in a language you